Oh, my darling daughter, she cries. She asks me when we talk, oh mother, what shall I do now? How can I come back to you? How will you get me out of India to be with you again? Noyona Khatun says her daughter Yasmin was 13 years old when she was snatched by a man in the refugee camp and smuggled to India. That was 3 years ago. Noyona and Yasmin fled a military crackdown in Myanmar in 2012. Noyona says the trafficker was arrested in India and Yasmin was rescued. Her daughter is living at a safe house for other trafficking victims in Kolkata. Myanmar stripped the Rohingya of citizenship in 1982. Neither Noyona or Yasmin have passports, so they cannot be reunited. Noyona says every month she saves a little money to chat to her daughter for a few minutes on the phone. Only God knows the pain I experience every day, she says. I don't have money to go to India. My daughter warns me not to try and cross into India without a passport. Noyona's story is not uncommon in the Rohingya refugee camps. Rights groups say that trafficking gangs have thrived in the Rohingya refugee camps here in Bangladesh for years. But the recent arrival of more than 650,000 new refugees means the situation is getting even worse. Now, we met a trafficker, and he told us that men come from outside the camps. They pay Rohingya families for their daughters, promising them work, but the girls are often never seen again. We sit by the road and the men come to us, the man tells me. They ask us if we can get the helpless type of people. Families are ready to provide girls because they don't have enough food. The man says men often specifically want girls of a certain age. He says they pay the families around 5,000 taka, about $60 for each girl. The men ask me for the girls around 12 to 14 years old, he says. They tell me they have difficulty with their domestic work at their homes. They say they need someone to cook for them. The man tells me he has stopped providing the men with girls now and only trafficked a few young women. When the parents come to find me, then I have to hide, he explains. They want information on their daughters, but I have no information. The UN's refugee agency is trying to help Noyona be reunited with her daughter, but it says only the Bangladesh authorities can make that decision. Noyona says Yasmin never met her father because he died before she was born, and she is afraid she herself may die without ever seeing Yasmin again. I want nothing more than my daughter back, she says. It would be so kind of you if you can get my daughter back. My Yasmin is a piece of my heart. Stratford, Al Jazeera, Kutupalong refugee camp, Bangladesh.